Lesson 2, page C70, How Scientists Explore the Ocean Depths. In this section, we will learn who some of the ocean explorers are and how vessels of the ocean exploration have changed over time. Let's go ahead and get started. Just imagine going down into the ocean. Wow! At first, you might see beautiful coral and many different kinds of animals. But as you go deeper, the ocean becomes pitch black. Ocean explorers. In 1943, Jacques Cousteau, the French sea explorer in the picture, worked with Émile Gagin, a French engineer. Together, they developed an underwater breathing device, a tank of air attached to a face mask. By using this device, they could stay underwater for several hours. But they could only go down into the ocean about 130 meters. That would be about 427 feet deep. In 1960, Jacques Piggard and Don Wallisch went down into the Marianas Trench with the Trieste, shown in the picture below. It was the second bass calf design by his father, Auguste Piggard. Imagine the excitement of Piggard and Wallisch as they stepped into the Trieste. They were about to go where no human had ever gone before. They found living creatures in this deepest part of the ocean. At last, people knew that living things could exist in the deep ocean. This journey was just as important as the mission to the moon for astronauts. Let's take a look at the next page. Dr. Sylvia Earle, in the picture at the right, is an undersea explorer. She has lived for weeks at a time on the ocean floor. Dr. Earle hopes that learning more about the ocean will make people work harder to protect it from pollution. Dr. Robert Ballard, in the picture below, has explored the ocean floor in the NR1. He and his research team discovered a graveyard of 8 ships on the Mediterranean ocean floor. He also found the Titanic and the Bismarck, famous ships that sunk years ago. Before he turn the page, let's take a look at those captions. Dr. Sylvia Earle has spent so much time in the ocean that she has been nicknamed her Royal Deepness. New technologies have made it possible for her to live in the ocean for long periods of time. Dr. Robert Ballard, shown standing here in the NR1, a nuclear submarine, has seen more of the ocean floor than any other living person. Ocean exploration vessels. Through the years, technology has helped scientists design amazing vessels to study the oceans. Compare the pictures of some of these vessels shown on these 2 pages. Using these vessels, oceanographers have discovered more and more about the mysteries of the deep, dark ocean. Let's start off with the HMS Challenger. For about 4 years, beginning in 1872, the British ship HMS Challenger carried a crew of about 200 along with 6 scientists. On the first ocean exploration, they traveled from the North Atlantic polar seas to the Antarctic. They took thousands of measurements of current temperatures and depths. The crew also discovered many unknown plants and animals. The Challenger's discoveries excited scientists about the mysteries of the ocean. Next, the Calypso. For over 50 years, Cousteau and his crew of divers, scientists, and photographers explored the beauty of the ocean. From the Calypso, Cousteau's crew filmed the ocean with an underwater movie camera. Cousteau's movie, The Silence World, brought the ocean into the living rooms of millions of people. Cousteau soon discovered signs of ocean pollution and waste of natural resources. He made the world aware of what people were doing to the ocean. On the next page, let's read about Alden. Alvin carried 3 people down into the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. This ridge is a huge underwater mountain range in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The view of the Alvin startled the scientists. They had expected to find an empty ocean floor. Instead, they found fish that light their own way as they swim in the dark waters among other strange life forms. In 1977, scientists used Alvin to explore near the Galapagos Islands. They discovered great white clams and huge tube worms they had never been seen before. These animals live in a place where warm ocean water comes up through the ocean floor. We have 2 more to go. NR-1. The NR-1 is a nuclear submarine that can stay underwater for up to a month. With its powerful sonar, this submarine can easily find sunken ships. It can even find treasures that are buried in mud. Jason was used to recover these strange jugs from one of the Roman ships they found by NR-1. And the last one, Jason. Robots such as Jason are being used for ocean exploration because they cost less and are safer than piloted vessels. They can also stay down longer, some up to a year. Robots can come back with the surface by a signal from a ship. Jason was used to explore the wreckage of the Titanic shown in the 2 pictures. Dr. Ballard designed Jason Jr., a smaller robot, to explore the inside of the Titanic. Turn the page.